Welcome to my channel, and here we're going to solve this particular question, and it has to do with conic section. And the question as we have here says that the sketch in figure 2 shows the elevation of a truncated right cone, and this is the diagram that is being referred to. And here we have draw full size the question A, given view, question B, plan, question C, end view in direction of arrow M, and question D says that true shape of the cut surface. Those are the questions that we are to answer with this given diagram. And as we are told in the question that this is the arrow M that is being referred to, and then we have that the diameter of the circular base of this cone is 60 millimeters, the height of the cone is 80 millimeters, and the cutting plane touches this part. It touches it at this point, which is 20 millimeters from the apex of the cone, and also the distance between this point and this point where the cutting plane cut this cone is 10 millimeters from here to here. So we are going to put this together using these dimensions to obtain the views and also the part that we are asked to obtain or to construct in this question. So the first that we need to do here is that we are going to construct a circle, but before that we have to draw the center lines. So we are going to draw a horizontal center line and also a vertical center line. So this is vertical center line here. So do not forget that center line is drawn with thin long chain line. So as I'm doing it here, so this is the center line. Then I'm going to draw a horizontal center line here. So this is horizontal center line as we have here. Okay, so next that I'm going to do now is to draw a circle, and the first that I'm going to do about this circle is that I'm going to make it faint in the sense that part of it will be cut by the time I show you that when we draw the plan. So part of it will be cut, but before that we're going to draw a circle of radius 30 since the diameter is 60 millimeters. So we draw a circle like this. So as I said that we are making it fit for, so then the next that we are going to do is that we are going to divide this circle into 12 equal parts, as I'm going to do it here right now. So we divide to 12 equal parts like this. So this is the last one of the division into 12 equal parts. So the next thing I'm going to do now, after we are divided into 12 equal parts, I'm going to number this point, and this point I call it, this is point 1, this is point 2, this is point 3, this is point 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 9, so this is 10, this is 11, and here we have what we have 12. Now, having drawn the circle, the next thing that we are going to do is that we move up a little bit and we draw a horizontal line. So after that, I'm going to take a measurement of 80 millimeters on this line. So 80 millimeters on this line. This is 80 millimeters. Okay, I need to extend this a bit. Okay, so this is 80 millimeters here. So next thing I'm going to do is that, so I've taken that measurement, but I need to draw a vertical line from this point to meet the horizontal line, and also I will draw from point 11 here. So point 11 and point 12 and point 2 are the same point on the circumference of the circle. Likewise, point 11 and 3, and then we have drawn that of the 410, then I've drawn that of 5, 9, and also this is for 6 and 8, then for 7. So we draw this vertical line to meet the horizontal line as we have here. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect this point A, point 7. So point 7 here, I'm going to connect it with the apex of the cone like this. So we need to make all these faint lines first before we continue. So I will also connect this with the apex of the cone like this. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do, as we have in the question, that the cutting plane, it touches this part of the cone at a distance of 20 millimeters. So I've taken that 20 millimeters, I'll just transfer it. I will transfer it just to mark it here, and then I will come onto this line and take a measurement of 10 millimeters from this point, 10 millimeters from here. So this is 10 millimeters. So what I'm going to do now is to draw the cutting plane. So we have taken the measurement as we see in the diagram. So I'm going to draw the cutting plane like this. Alright, so this is the cutting plane as we have in the question. So next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to make this part, I'm going to make it a thick line, and also I will make this part a thick line. Alright, so this is what we have left. The part that we made with the thick line is what we have left. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so I'm going to draw a complete plan as we have here, but before that, so I'm going to draw a vertical line from this point. So vertical line from this point, because this part is cut off. If this part is cut off, this part of the circle will also be cut off, and we have to show it here in the plan. So if I draw a vertical line down here, so I'm going to make this from here to here, I'm going to make it a thick line. So this part has been cut off, so we have to draw it like that. Then, so the next thing that I'm going to do now is that I'm going to draw this line to make the apex of the cone. So we join this point together with the apex of the cone like this. So we also join this point together with the apex of the cone. So also this point will be joined together with the apex of the cone like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so we need to show, by the time we remove this part, we are going to have a raw surface on this, so it has to be shown in the plan. And to do that, what we need to do is that from this point here, so this is line 1, so the cutting plane touch line 1 at this point, so we are going to draw a vertical line. So we are going to draw a vertical line, so from here like this to meet horizontal line 1. This is horizontal line 1, so they intersect at this point. So we have to take note of this point like this. Okay, so then from this point, the cutting plane touch line 2 and 12 at this point. So I will draw a vertical line from this point here to meet line 2 and 12. So it touches 2 at this point, and it touches 12 at this point. So I'm taking note of those points. Okay, so then for 3 and 11, so we are going to draw a vertical line from here. So we draw a vertical line from here down. So it touches 3 at this point, and it touches 11 at this point. Okay, so that of 4 and 10, so this is a vertical line. We have to locate the point at which it touches 4 and 10 along this line. Okay, so what we need to do in this case is that we are going to draw a horizontal line from this point on this center line where we have 4 and 12, 4 and 10, sorry, 4 and 10. So we draw a horizontal line, then we are going to use our compass to take the distance from this point to this point here. That's what we have to do to get point 4 and 10. So we bring it to the center here, and we make an arc here, and we also make an arc here on this line. So here we have, this is point 4 and this is point 10. Okay, so the next is that, so the last one is what we have here. So we just need to draw, so that is for 5 and 9. So we draw a vertical line from here. So from this point, so we are going to draw a vertical line from here. So it touches 5 at this point, and it touches 9 at this point. Okay, so we are going to connect these points together using a French curve. So we connect this point together. So we are connecting this together like this. Alright, so then, so we can connect this together. So everything is connected to this end. So we have to connect it to that end. So and then, so I will also connect this together and this. Okay. Alright, so we have connected this together. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we have to show the roughness of this part here in the plan. So how do we show that? So we take our 45-degree set square, 45-degree set square, and we make arching lines on this surface as I'm doing it here. Alright, so that's it. So that's the rough part of it. So the next thing that we need to do is to make this part of the circle. We need to make it thick. So I'm going to do that while I pause the video. Then I will come back and show you the next thing that we have to do with the question. Alright, so this is how the plan will look. So the next thing that we need to do is to draw the end elevation. And to do that, so we need to extend, draw a line from this point. So we draw a line to this side. And also, so from this point we draw a line, or that's a center line, and also we draw a line from this part. So here we also extend this line like this. So the next thing that we are going to do is to take a 45-degree set square. So we take a 45-degree set square and we draw a line from this point. So put it at this point and draw a line in this direction. So draw a line like this. Okay, so having drawn this line, so from this point we are going to draw a vertical line from this center line here. So we draw a vertical center line from this point here. Alright, so then the next thing that we are going to do is that, so from this point, so we are going to draw a vertical line to meet this horizontal line, and also from this point here, so we draw a vertical line to meet this horizontal line. Then for the height of the cone, so we need to locate it here on this part here. So I just draw a line like horizontal line like that. Then I'm going to connect this point together with the apex of the cone as we have here, and also I will do the same thing here. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a horizontal line from this point like this to meet this line, and from this point 2, so I'll draw a horizontal line. So I've drawn that of 1 and 7, and this is 4. So I'll draw a horizontal line here, and also from this point 11, so I draw a horizontal line. So don't forget that this line contains 3 and 5. This line contains 3 and 5, while this line contains 2 and 6. This contains 1 and 7. This contains 8 and 12. This contains 9 and 11, and this is 10. So why this one is 4 here? So we need to take note of that. So then the next that we are going to do is that from each of these points, we are going to draw a vertical line to meet the horizontal line. So, and also from this point, I draw a vertical line. So from this point, we draw a vertical line. From this point, we draw a vertical line. So we are connecting this together with the apex of the cone. So this is connected. So we connect this together with the apex of the cone. So we also connect this together with the apex of the cone, and this is also connected. So the apex of the cone. So the next thing that we are going to do here, I'm not numbering, but you will understand it. You understand it. So from this point here, from this point, we are going to draw horizontal line into this cone. That is for the, so from this point here, so we draw horizontal line. So from this point where the cutting plane touch this line 311, so we draw horizontal line. So from this point where it touches 212, so we draw horizontal line, and for 1, so we also draw horizontal line here. So we need to locate all these points here in the end elevation. So how do we locate this point? How do we locate this point? So we are going to see it now. So now let's start with 1. So if you go with 1 like this on this horizontal line 1, so this is, so, and then this is line 1, this is vertical line 1, so they intersect at this point here. So this is line 2 and 12. So if I go like this, so for 2, so we have what, if you go on this line, this is the line. So for 2, so this is horizontal line 2, so they intersect at this point. And for 12, we have this point. Just follow the numbering. Then for 3 and 11, so for 3, so this is line 3. So if I go on this line, so here we have 3 here. Then we have 11 on this side here. So we have 11 here. Then this is 4, 10. So if I, for 4, so we have this. If I go on this line, so we have 4 here. And then we have 10 at this point. So the next is so at this point we have what, we have this to be 5, 9. So for 5, so I just need to go on this line. This line contains 3 and 5, so I just go on this line. So I have 5 at this point. So this is 5, and here on this side here we have what, we have 9 on this side here. So then the next is that, so we have this point. So this point, they have no what? They have no number. So we have to locate this point and this point. So what I need to do here is to come to this point, and I will draw horizontal line from this point like this. So also from this point, I will draw horizontal line. So we have to locate it. So what I need to do now is to draw a vertical line. So from this point to meet the horizontal line, so we draw a vertical line like this, and I come here also, I draw a vertical line like this. So this is where we have this point, and also we have this point. So we are connecting everything together with this point. So I need to use my French curve to join this together. So we join this together. Okay, so we are going to arch this surface. So with our 45 degrees set square, we need to show the roughness, as you can see it here on this surface. So okay. Alright, so that is it. So the next thing that we are going to do is to draw the true shape as we are told in the question. And to draw the true shape, since this line is not at a particular angle to this horizontal line, so we need to do something to make sure we draw the true shape as we are supposed. So, and for us to draw the true shape, we have to draw a line that will be at a right angle to this cutting plane. So how can we do that? So I need to make use of my protractor so that I can draw a line that will be at a right angle to the cutting plane. So I'll just set it at this point. So put this center at this point here. So that's where we have what we have, that 90. So I'll set it like this, and then I will make a point here on this 90 degree. So then next thing I'm going to do is to draw a line from this point, so through the point that we just marked. So it goes like this. So next thing I'm going to do is to draw a parallel line to this line. So what I need to do in this case is to take my ruler and set it on the set square. Then I will move to this point here. Move to this point, that is point 5 and 9. Draw a line like this. So I will move to point, that's point 4, 10. So I'll draw this. Then point 3, 11. So I'll draw this one like this, and then point 2, 12. So I will draw line like this, and point 1. So I will draw the line like this. So all this line are perpendicular to the cutting plane. So the next thing I'm going to do is that, so I'm going to set my set square on the cutting plane like this. Then I will shift it, so somewhere around here is okay. So then I will draw a perpendicular line. So this line here is perpendicular to each of this line that we have here. So we want to draw the true shape here. This is the process that you need to follow. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so I will take my compass. So just come to this point. So this line here, so this is for this part that we have here, this line. So we have to obtain it here. So I just put the midpoint of my compass here in the middle, and then extend it to either this point or the point down here. So then I will take it and put it here, and I make an arc here. Also I will make an arc here on this line. Then for 5 and 9, so this is the midpoint for 5 and 9. So I just put my compass at the midpoint, extend it to the point 9 here or 5 here. Then I'll follow this line. This is for 5 and 9. I'll put it here, and I make an arc here, and I make an arc here. So next is 4 and 10. So I put at this point, so extend it to 10 on 4. So I put it here. So this is point 4 and 10. So I make an arc here, and also I make an arc here. So next is 3, 11. So I put it at midpoint here. So extend it to 11 or 3, anywhere that I like. So I take that distance and I put it here at this point, and I make an arc here. Then I will also make an arc here. I've checked it easy. So this is it. So next is 2, 210 or 212. Sorry, 212. So I'll take this distance, and then I'll bring it here. So I make an arc here, and also I make an arc here. Alright, so all the points have been obtained. So here we have what we have: this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, and we have point 1 here. So all these points will be connected together with the use of a French curve. So I will do that while I pause the video, and when I'm done, I'll come and show you how it looks. Alright, so this is the true shape as we have here. This is the end elevation, and this is the plan. So it's as simple as I've done it here. When you practice it, you become a master at it. Thank you, and keep on practicing.